This episode of Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. To get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code Southgate to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
What about our Quasar podcast, The Quantum Zone?
What about our Quasar podcast?
Wendell Vaughn, the first Earthman ever appointed protector of the universe. Bonded to the energy-transforming quantum bands that are both weapons and symbols of his station, he fights an ongoing battle to defend all life in the universe from cosmic evil as Quasar.
War, what is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Whoa! Welcome to the Quantum Zone, episode 80. That's right. You know what's going down the rest of this year? Operation Galactic Storm. I am Phil. Joining me as always, Master of the Quantum Zone.
I'm Will. Hey, everyone.
And Master of Sidekicking and Alien Races. It's...
this is Matt, and I'm with you as always, too.
Is that what I said?
No, no. You said Will is with you as always, and then I'm also here. No, come on. No.
And actually, he's been here, what, 1 or 2 episodes more than I have, I think. So, come on, man.
Maybe. Although you guys, the first Captain America episode that was on the Quantum Zone, I was not here for.
Yeah.
That was you and Will did that exercise and post Super Soldier Serum one, going out for a jog.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, Kona might be up by 1 on you because Kona. It was me and Kona on episode 2, I believe. Me and you on episode 3, and then
there's a lot of early episodes where I just cut out completely. So we're probably tied. So. Yeah. I do. Yeah, I do have a Captain America wristband on. I realized that. So okay. I didn't wear a shirt, but the bracelet.
All right. So before we get to the what we were talking about before, you know what comes in a few days, gentlemen. Wednesday, October 18th. Anyone remember what that is? Guardians of the Galaxy #9.
Oh yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Hopefully our boys more than a mind-controlled pawn, but which shouldn't happen.
It should not happen.
And by the time this hits the podcast, everyone will be like, "That guy's out already."
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll put something up in the next couple of days that everyone's sending your feedback. But the news we were talking about before, because I was gonna save it for a spontaneous moment on the show, but Will was like, "Hey, did we get pinged on the Facebook page?"
I ruin everything, man. I do.
Which everyone listening to this can send us. You can communicate with us right on Facebook. Heck, we even have a Facebook group. Where's it going?
Eon's closet. Find it. Come into Eon's closet.
All right, let's see if I can get this name right. Yes, we got a message from Mike Poyer who says, "Hey heroes, this is Mike L, the host of Quasar Chronology."
Wow.
And he invites us to be on the podcast. They like I said, it seems like right now they're only doing 15 episodes. Maybe they'll get back to it, but he says they pre-recorded most of them. But he did offer us the invitation to join them for Marvel 2-in-1 81.
How does he spell chronology? Because I spell it QUANOLOGY.
That's how he has it, but he has QUA hyphen capital NOLOGY.
Oh, it didn't factor in the hyphen when I was searching on iTunes. I got no results.
Well,
is this a?
Well, like I said, I'm not. I think
maybe they haven't released any yet?
Well, no, I think they're like. Well, that I don't know if they might. I don't know if they released any yet or not. But I think they're like us. They're like part of a bigger podcast, and they're just like a show on like a larger podcast. Because, like I said, I think that he said they're right now they're only doing like 15 Quasar episodes.
Lightweights. No, they're.
Oh yeah, I think they're part of the comic book syndicate, maybe.
All right. Okay, I definitely see some YouTube stuff. But, yeah, comic book syndicate. All right, I'll give a little look-see on iTunes.
Well, I
give
see,
some love.
yeah, I see on their Facebook page. I guess it looks like yesterday they had a post yesterday that Quasar Chronology number 2 was up.
Oh, okay.
In which they reviewed Defenders 62, 63, and 64.
Oh, okay.
So what did they cover on? Oh, I don't see the. Oh, wait, here it is. Yes, that's right. I thought I remembered this. Yeah. On their first episode, they covered Captain America 217 and 218. You know, which they did at Christmas, which we did at Christmas. Thank you. How can you do? Oh, I guess they're hitting the early. I was going to say, how can you not do Quasar number 1?
Well, they're hitting all the early appearance. Well, but chronologically, Quasar 1 comes before all that stuff.
That's right.
So it was years later. So
Posers. No. To be like, okay, we'll be on, but so do you guys want to do it? I mean, they didn't say date or time, so it's probably negotiable because he said they have a bunch of because I guess he said we have a couple weeks because they must have a bunch pre-recorded already. I'll be like, do you have a rim shot? Matt Conan demands a rim shot for every.
Are they fans of Seinfeld? Are they?
Oh, that reminds me. Not this weekend, but next weekend, I'm going to have a whole bunch of people are stopping by. Lil Hellfire, Charlie Esser.
And they're just barging in without knocking and eating your cereal.
Oh, that'd be awesome. But no, we're gonna. Well, besides that, we're gonna pick an episode and we're gonna do like a live read of a Seinfeld script.
Oh, nice.
Lil Hellfire's already voted for the opposite episode.
Oh, George goes against his instincts. Yeah.
He's like, it's a good episode. All 4 of them are in there. I was like, wait, no, Newman. Serenity now. So yeah. So I was gonna say, if you guys have any votes, let me know.
Cool. I vote for the last episode.
I don't know. Lowell said that's kind of controversial, so I don't know.
Yeah, it was pretty controversial, but it would be a weird one to do a live read for because there's so many different characters.
I was going to say,
I just want you to broaden your horizon. You know?
About the Soup Nazi episode.
Yeah, I remember the first Seinfeld episode I ever watched, which was the Pigman one. Where
Pigman, Jerry, Pigman.
Yeah, where Kramer steals a bus or he commandeers a bus, but still makes the stops.
Oh, I thought that was an episode.
Yeah.
I thought it was when his girlfriend's pinky toe got cut off, and he was taking it in ice to the hospital.
I think it's the same one. It's not the same one.
I didn't think, but I don't know. He's like, George is like, you're Batman. He's like, yeah, that's right, I'm Batman.
Yeah, those are my first memories of it. So I don't know.
Oh, yeah. So many good ones.
Yeah. What about you, Will? Do you have any Seinfeld suggestions?
I never really got much into Seinfeld. I did see the Soup Nazi episode. It wasn't for me, I don't think. I mean, it was. Maybe I just haven't given it enough chances yet. But the episodes that I've seen, I'm like. Yeah, I know. I'm lame. Yeah, I get it.
Some of the later episodes, I mean, some of the first couple seasons, I'm like, I can take or leave. But some of those last couple seasons, yeah, you got to watch this. You're killing independent George. George divided against itself. Cannot stand.
Summer George.
The summer of George. So.
But actually, that reminds me, the actor that does Kramer is in an awesome movie called UHF. Have you ever seen UHF?
Oh, yeah.
It's been a long time, but yeah.
Long time.
If you didn't watch UHF, then you are so stupid!
Oh, he was in another, what was that, Airheads?
Yeah, he was in Airheads. He was in a bunch of movies. Airheads I saw in the theater with my mom, and there's a line in it that they edited out of the home video version. I think it was too racy or something. I don't want to say it on this. You'll probably get around it, but I'll save it for after. Or, you know what? Hey, maybe you know the trivia. Leave it in the comments if you do.
Nice. So those episodes are we're gonna have an episode or two there. It's gonna be wild. I think we're gonna play some games too. Might have some censored Cards Against Humanity. You never know.
Yes.
What would you rather, bleep or bleep? All right. Should we put these people out of their misery and start Operation Galactic Storm Part 1?
And so it begins.
Begin the operation, Doctor. Scalpel.
The fall season of the fall and winter probably of the Quantum Zone.
Operation Galactic Storm.
All right. So before Kona begins his reading, so it's Operation Galactic Storm Part 1 from Captain America 398 from March 1992. So that's the thing. We're going to be stuck on like certain months for like probably months. Yeah.
Yeah, you thought December was long, but March is going to be long. It's a Counting Crows reference. I don't know. A long December. All right, stop.
So we begin our autumn Galactic Storm.
Yeah. It's hurricane season.
All right, and I will read the top. So Part 1, as both lone crusader and leader of the renowned Avengers. I think the starting the next issue they recap, what happened, but can it recap what happened before?
Wait. Sorry, did you say recap?
Yes, I did. Yeah, because
awesome.
Yeah, because the top of this just explains who Captain America is. As both lone crusader and leader of the renowned Avengers for now. Steve Rogers, an ongoing battle for liberty, justice, and the American dream. But now he will find himself swept up in a war beyond any American's wildest dreams. So yes, Mark Gruenwald's story. So still got our regular writer. Rick Levin's pencils, Danny Belandi. The inks, Joe Rosen, letters, Christy Shealy, colors, Ralph Macchio, editor, Tom DeFalco, warlord in chief. Oh, that's the other thing. That reminds me. All right, everyone, keep it as a secret. Shh. But a couple weeks back, I was interviewing Ron Friends, and I was talking to him on Facebook the other night because he was putting up a bunch of stuff of Thunderstrike. Who's shown up already in these pages and who will show up in Galactic Storm as Thor, and, we even get an appearance or two as Thunderstrike. I was like, is something coming up or so? I was like, is there an announcement forthcoming or, because we were talking about doing another interview. I'm like, should I wait in case an announcement's coming up or should I schedule something? He's like, oh no, that first thing. I was like, okay. So, without confirming or denying, it sounds like there's a thing with Thunderstrike coming up soon.
Very cool.
Plans are afoot.
Which I know his son's running around, but maybe we're going to get a return of Eric Masterson. Which I don't know. Everyone else, all his contemporaries are already around. The U.S. Agent's going to be on the Falcon and Winter Soldier series. War Machine's all out there, so bring back Eric Masterson.
Yeah. That can be good. All right, so we start in space. This is me doing the voiceover.
The final frontier.
Should I tell him what my character is? You'll find out.
No.
So, that's a planet. A ringed planet. Saturn? No, the rings are too thick. Wait, I know where this is. I recognize it. I ought to. I've been there twice. It's Hala, homeworld of those galactic goose steppers, the Kree. Why am I here? I haven't thought of this place in years. Not somewhere I want to ever go back. I ever want to go back to. All metal and concrete and plastic. Those whacked out warmongers covered every square foot of their mother planet with cities and roads. No vegetation anywhere. Even the ocean has a plastic canopy over it. Whoa! You see the crowds looking up. I'm almost at street level. There's a crowd gathered, mostly civilians. One soldier. What are they looking at? Me? Am I really here? No. Something passed me. Something in the sky. Whiteness. An explosion? I don't hear any sound. Everyone is still unmoving. Like deer caught in the headlight of an oncoming car. Only this light is the flash bulb of the Almighty's camera. The sudden flash is gone. The people are beginning to drop to the ground. The wind is picking up. Is that dust flying through the air or particles of death? Good Lord, they've all fallen down. They're dead. I know it. All dead. The whole planet. I think the shockwaves finally arrived, but there's no one alive to hear it. In the title, it came from outer space. Hey, wait. I see somebody moving. Did somebody survive the bomb? Holy kahunas, it's Captain America. But wait, what's Cap doing here? He's no planet hopper. America's his stomping ground. However he got here, he's not too fond of what he sees. See Cap covering his face in disgust or shame. Cap, it's not your fault. Don't take it so. And you see tendrils coming out from under his eyes. And then Cap's head has the Kree Supreme Intelligence on his body. And then you hear screaming, ah! Ah! And who wakes up shirtless, drenched in sweat in his bed? Rick Jones. It's revealed. Oh man, a dream. Weird. It was like I knew I must be dreaming, but it was still so incredibly real. I never dreamed so vividly with such intense detail. What's the story here? What's going on with my subconscious? Can't get that image of Cap turning into the Kree Supreme Intelligence out of my head. If it's symbolic of something, beats me what, but why do I have this feeling this dream's important? Walks down the hallway, bangs on Dr. Banner's door. Yo, Bruce! It's Rick, you in there?
No, go away!
Bruce may have his mental faculties, but he's still the Hulk, possibly the last guy you want to wake out of his beauty sleep. Who else in this crazy Pantheon facility can I talk to?
The Pantheon is a secret enclave of near immortals seen benevolent work, doing benevolent. Let me try that again. Here we go. The Pantheon is a secret enclave of near immortals seemingly dedicated to doing benevolent works for humanity. See current Incredible Hulks, the Credible Ralph.
Hey, I know. Delphi. She's supposed to be a soothsayer or something. If this dream means anything, she ought to be able to tell me.
Richard Jones.
Oh, hi, Delphi. You know I was coming, did you?
You had a dream.
Yeah. Not too annoying when someone's always a jump ahead of your conversation. I'm not psychic or anything, but...
Your dream seems like more than a dream to you.
Right. You see, I've been in a lot of exotic places in my day. Other worlds and other galaxies, even. You could stop me if you know all this.
It will be therapeutic for you to verbalize it.
Okay. Once I even had this omnipotent ruler of a galactic empire, this cross between the Wizard of Oz and a head of lettuce, enter my mind and stimulate mental powers I never had before or since. So this dream took place on this supreme ruler's world and had him in it, kind of.
And your friend?
You mean Cap? He's something of an ex-friend.
You should speak to him about this dream.
I have a bit of a problem with that. Cap and I haven't really spoken much in the past few years. I was his partner for a few weeks, and it just didn't work out. And
call him. He'll know what to do. All right. Will, you want to do Peggy Carter?
I will do the voice for Peggy Carter.
Okay. That came out a lot dirtier. That came out a lot dirtier than it sounded. Okay. Avengers headquarters, New York City. See Cap walking in the communications room. You're up mighty early, mademoiselle. I thought I told you couldn't work 18-hour days anymore.
When I can't sleep, I come here.
You've got to stop taking your responsibilities here to bed with you.
Who else is there?
You're old. No, she didn't say that.
What has me a bit concerned is that your friend Rachel hasn't come back from her computer class yet.
She hasn't? It's 5 a.m. I thought she was in bed by now.
She take her ID card?
This is unlike her to stay out all night. She say anything to anybody before she left?
Maybe to John. He drove her there. Cap's pilot.
John Jameson. Wonder why he didn't go pick her up. Give me a call when he gets up. Good night, Peg.
Rick Jones calling the Avengers. Come in, somebody.
Rick, Peg, patch me in AV.
Audio, video, Ralphio Macchio. Pretty clever.
2 for 2 for the funny editor notes.
Yeah.
I mean the warmonger editor, the warmonger notes. Right.
Hello, Rick. Cap here. This is a surprise, especially at this time of night. Where are you?
2 time zones earlier than you. You busy? You got a minute to hear something a bit wacky.
Shoot. And it says and, so I'm assuming we skip the explanation. The file we have on the Supreme Intelligence says he's been known to affect people's dreams from a galaxy away. I think this is serious, Rick. Tell me where I can meet you.
Well, let's see.
And I guess they skipped that, too.
They're cutting all my lines.
Peggy, wake up John. Have him meet me at the launch site in an hour. Also, notify me the moment you hear anything from Rachel.
Got you, Steve.
All right. Will, you want to do John Jameson's voice, too?
Sure.
Okay. And I guess he's not in a rush, because an hour later...
Where to?
Benson, Arizona. And they take off.
Roosh.
Say, John, did Rachel say anything to you about where she was going after class?
Not really.
You dropped her off. She didn't tell you why she didn't want to be picked up?
I didn't ask. I'm not as close to her as you are.
Okay, see here, the thing is, he didn't pick her up because she told him not to, because he hit on her, so.
Oh, okay. That reminds me, don't you think you're showing a bit of nepotism hiring your girlfriend as your secretary?
Don't, you should talk to Wendell Vaughn.
Yeah.
No, he did in the reverse order.
If you need a secretary, fine. But are you trying to tell me she's the most qualified person you can find for the job? Who's next? You're going to use your position to get all your out-of-work friends a job?
John, is there something bugging you?
There's nothing wrong with me. You're the one who can't take a little criticism.
I'm serious, John. Tell me what's up with you. I don't want personal matters getting in the way of...
You're my boss, not my shrink, Captain. I'm a professional. Personal matters don't affect my performance one bit.
Oh, that Jameson side's coming out.
Yeah.
All right. Again, another hour later. We see Cap fly out of the plane with his sky cycle. I'm disengaged. Find the nearest airport and wait for me there. Cap out.
I know the procedure, Captain. Jameson out.
Something big's eating John, and he resisted all my efforts to find out what it is. Does he have some sort of problem with me I don't know about? He's been so solid and dependable. This is so unlike him. So then Cap parks his sky cycle in the parking lot of a diner. Well, it's something that will have to wait. Right now I've got to try to mend fences a bit with Rick. I still get the feeling he's still not over that misunderstanding we had back when he was a teenager.
Way back after Cap won numbers 110 through 113. That's Methuselah.
Which I don't get that misunderstanding, because I believe it's when the Red Skull used the Cosmic Cube to switch bodies with them, and basically the Skull was like, "Get out of here, kid, scram!" So I'm like, once you were back in your body, wouldn't you be like, "Hey, Rick,
sorry, man, that wasn't
yeah,
me,
with the Red Skull?" But it's like, okay, so it's like they never really, I mean, they never talked about it or what? Oh. All right, so Cap walks in the diner and thinking, considering the hour, this place is rather jumping. Guess it's the only truck stop in 50 miles. Did I beat Rick here? And then one of the guys at the counter is like, "Hey, Fred, check this out." Cap's like, "There he is," and walks over to Rick. "Hello, Rick. Great to see you."
Likewise.
So what have you been up to lately besides having weird dreams about me?
Bit of this, bit of that.
I bought your book, though. I haven't had time to do more than skim it. And a waitress comes over. "What'll it be, honey? A late supper, an early breakfast?" Cap, black coffee, 2 orders of scrambled eggs, toast, and orange juice. She says, Alice says, "Coming right up, doll." Yes, I believe the book Cap is talking about is Rick Jones published a book of his time working with superheroes. What was it, like Rick Jones' Sidekick or something?
I think so, yeah. It's been a while since I've rid those issues.
And then on this next page, at least in one panel, Rick Jones's hair changes color, which Ray will bring up in his voicemail.
It's the sun. No.
So Cap saying, "You're back with the Hulk, aren't you?"
Yeah, that's me, Rick Jones, professional sidekick.
How is Bruce these days?
Better than ever. Look, Cap, I know we both have a lot of things to do, so let me cut to the chase. If this dream I had is a message from the Supreme Intelligence, I did my bit by telling you about it. I want out of it from here on. I've had my fill of being a cosmic puppet, and my book is not exactly hurting for a sequel.
I can appreciate that, Rick, and I certainly don't want to get, and that's when the waitress comes over, eggs and toast for the man in the mask, and ah! And one of them yells, "What?" Has a big metal fist comes through the window and grabs Rick Jones.
No!
Who?
Wait, I just want to point out that Cap ordered 2 orders of scrambled eggs, and she brought him 2 fried eggs. What kind of a waitress is this?
One who doesn't want a good tip, I guess?
Yeah.
Well,
right.
you didn't have time to send it back.
All right, so, yeah, it sent it flying instead. So this the giant green thing grabs Rick around the waist. Oh!
And Cap's thinking, some sort of giant robot. Is that a new Kree sentry? Looks like Rick's dream was a premonition of something. And again, it's like he's wearing a trench coat, so I'm assuming Cap wants to be discreet, but he kept his mask on.
Yeah, no hat? Come on.
Yeah.
Great.
Do not struggle, Terran. It merely forces us to increase the force of our grip.
Release him, mister. You're going to be one sorry tinker toy as Cap jumped out the window.
Our quarry would seem to have an ally. Oracle should have warned us. No big deal in the Terran vernacular.
And Cap smashes its arm with its shield. Katang! Hang on, Rick.
I'd rather let go.
And Cap's jumping up at the robot, thinking, no pressure points on a robot. I'll just have to go straight to its intelligence center.
Surprise, Terran!
Whoa, where'd this guy come from? The big one's back, because another little robot jumps off its back. And Cap, kicks the little one into a pickup truck, and I guess the owner's over on the side saying, "Hey, that's my..." And Cap's thinking, wiry little guy, but he's no Terminator 2.
Come on, Cap. It's a T-1000, you mean.
That's right.
Cap doesn't have time to go to the movies.
He probably refers to Frankenstein as Frankenstein's monster. All right, Cap, Gort, here, busting my ribs. Give me a hand, will you?
As soon as I take down his little buddy. Oh, I should have called him Gilligan.
Foot fighting. What is it called on your planet? Box kicking, was it?
Yeah.
On my planet. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. And then Cap's like, caught me.
On my planet, this is called stuff.
Oh, yeah. He starts speaking a little Anglerese.
Looks like Anglerese, yeah.
Oh, wait. Hold on. All right, go ahead. Read that whole sentence again, except for the E.
On my planet, this is called.
Cap's grabs Cap's leg, and Cap's like, running current through me. Gotta break free before I touch ground. That's what he does. Yes. All right. Here's the best line of the episode of the issue. Cap decks him with his shield and says, remember, he thinks he's part of the Kree.
Yeah.
Okay, Kree-Tin, feel my shield.
Indeed.
Kree-Tin. Get it? He thinks he's a Kree robot? Kree.
He's a Kree-Tin. Comedy gold.
That works on multiple levels. Kree-Tin.
Why couldn't Gruenwald still be here? He would fit so well with us. So we see a bunch of the diner patrons watching the fight. Oh my, give it to him, Cap. This is so incredible. And Cap's thinking, the little one's down for a moment. Got to get the big one to let go of Rick. I see an opening.
Oh man, if I could only get some leverage.
And Cap thinks, literally, this must be the cavity where the little one rides, because he jumps on the hole in the back. A tight fit, but it'll do. I'm in a perfect position to work his shoulder. It's not like he's giving him a massage. He's like, a perfect place to work his shoulder joint. Max it with the shield.
Yeah. I'm a Kimura.
I think I'm doing damage. He's bucking like a bronco, but as long as I keep leaning, he's not flexible enough to reach me with his right arm.
Grip loosening. Twist out of my coat.
And Cap's thinking, Rick's free, but...
You've usurped my perch long enough, Terran.
Cap, look out!
And so Cap's on the big one. The little one's like got him in like a headlock. Rick, you're their target, not me. You must get away. Take my sky cycle. My communicard's the ignition keys. He throws him the communicard.
Oh, but I hate running out on Cap, but judging by how much so much help I've been so far, I do well to do as he says. Now where? Oh, there. Let's see. Where's the ignition slot? Okay. Now what do I do?
Kind of takes all the toys ready. With a whoosh. And back on the ground. Cap still...
I'll hold him still, Cecil. You strike him.
Cecil. And Cap's thinking, got a twist. And he slams the one's head into the back of the big one. Yes! The little one's head smashed in. He's not moving. In a weird word bubble.
Yeah, weird. Yeah.
And Cap's thinking, what's the big one's reaction going to be? And the other one just like leans over the big one, kneels over the small one. As I hoped. Docility. The little one must do most of the thinking for the two of them. I heard my sky cycle take off. Did Rick get away? No way to call him without my communicard. And above.
Okay. I'm starting to get the hang of this thing. Alright. Now I just got to find my way back to Pantheon headquarters and send the Hulk to help Cap out.
Rick Jones.
His eyes just go all white. No more pupils rolled up. I feel... Oh.
Your will is no longer your own. Fly that quaint contraption toward that cloud bank overhead. And he does.
Yeah.
Very good. Now ease off the propulsion. We will guide you in via tractor beam. Then we... It's that weird word bubble that seemed to be Cap last page.
Yeah.
And then we see regular bubbles coming from a spaceship, which I'm assuming was cloaked or behind the cloud. There, he is ours. Well done, Oracle. What shall we do about Warstar? He's expendable. Let's interrogate Jones at once and learn the location of our next target from him. After we have acquired the component, we can decide if rescuing the twin automatons is worth the effort at this juncture. Alright, so... Last page of the main story, because there's a backup. Holla at you, boy. Holla. Fourth planet in the Palma star system in a galaxy Earth astronomers have labeled the Greater Magellanic Cloud. Harfax, the largest industrial city-state on Holla, approximately 1,000 miles, Earth measure, from the outskirts of the capital city Kreelar. Hecnic Vault, Harfax's precious metal salvaging center. Here on level 7, another green automaton lies. Despite the efficiency for which the center is renowned, this particular inert repository of metals and plastics has lain here undiscovered for several solar cycles now, and has thus been spared the dismantling and melting process that is the ultimate fate of non-functional mechanoids such as it. It's as if this particular automaton had someone or something watching over it. So I'll remember this guy. He's going to keep coming back for this storyline. Someone like the Supreme Intelligence, now deposed Emperor of the Star-Flung Kree Empire, who we see, I guess, working the robot. Rise, my robotic surrogate. The time has come again when I require a physical repository for my matchless intellect. Thus I impart you a fraction of my near infinite life force. You, Supremor, shall become the first member of the Kree Star Force, a battalion of the Empire's mightiest champions. The Empire has need of champions that it never has before, for we shall soon be caught up in a conflagration that will decide the fate of our proud race forever. Continue to Avengers West Coast number 80.
On sale now.
Next week. And part 2. Oh, we're going to have a lot of characters we can live read. We're going to have the whole West Coast Avengers team.
Mm-hmm.
And Captain America.
Yeah.
Cap, Iron Man, U.S. Agent.
Hawkeye. Is Hawkeye in there? Yeah.
I think, yeah.
Is
it living?
I feel like we should have an Avengers West Coast draft then. You know?
What, to see who we read for?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know how we'll do that.
We could do a random number generator. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, you know what I can do? I could put up all the West Coast Avengers members on social media and say who should do which voice.
Yeah.
I think Kona should do Living Lightning Vato. You know the essay. And then we got some aliens and I think
production.
And I think our boy even shows up in the last couple pages of next issue too.
I think you're right.
So should we discuss this backup, even though it really has nothing to do with Galactic Storm?
If you want to.
I mean, I'm not going to go into too much detail, but it's just like.
But is this a backup? Actually, I haven't read. I didn't bother to reread the backup for this, but I mean, I read it at the time. I
mean, I don't know if Gruenwald was just like trying to kill space or something, because it's basically, in last issue, Mother Night was captured, and the Skulls guys are like preparing to break her out of a jail, a small town jail, and she just like walks out after making bail or whatever.
Yeah.
But then she goes back to the Red Skull, who wanted Captain America to think he was dead, but Cap saw Mother Night alive, so now he knows the Red Skull's alive, so he just proceeds to beat her.
Yeah, it's pretty brutal.
As if you don't know the Red Skull's a bad, evil Nazi guy. He's just like beats this woman almost half to death.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, I think that because there's a lot of backups with Red Skull in them, it's kind of a way to keep him in the Captain America book, but you can't have him fighting Captain America all the time. So,
and losing all the time.
What's happening. Right? Yeah, yeah.
But I mean, I don't know if Will, do you know, was like Gruenwald like the architect of Galactic Storm?
I think so. From what I read, and this was, I think, in a later Quasar letter column that we'll get to, is that Galactic Storm started out as a Quasar story, and then kind of took over all the other books because it was so big.
Yeah, I gotta go back. I know that there's a Marvel Age that has a lot of some good info about Galactic Storm as it was coming out. And yeah, there's probably one of those marks remarks on like, I don't know which one, but I think I sent you guys that link a while ago that has a bunch of them.
All of the marks remarks. Hang on a second. I'm gonna take a look for that.
Yeah.
I so wish he was still here. I mean, if we could get an interview with Gruenwald, if he was still around, I mean, like I said, he would fit in perfectly. Just come on, Kree-Tin.
Kree-Tin.
He was like the Matt Kona of his day.
Let's see. Mark's remarks.
But I'm just wondering, since he was like the main mastermind behind Galactic Storm, I wonder if that's like it seems like I think all the Cap issues have backups. Well, of course 400 does, because that's the big anniversary issue, but
those are not an uncommon thing for a lot of Caps to have backups.
Yeah, I know, but that's what I'm saying. It's like, I think Captain America is the only issues of Galactic Storm to actually have backups.
Yeah.
Let's see. All right, I found the page. Operation. No, let's go with.
All Will's fans are messaging him at the exact same moment.
Wait, did you? No, there they are now. You hear that? Nothing. What was it? 92 was the date of Galactic Storm?
1992, yeah.
Marvel's time travel rules, new talent department, fashions and comics writing, monsters, rules of the Marvel universe, new talent, the role of executive editor, new talent, writing the Marvel universe and doing it justice. I don't see anything in 92 talking about Galactic Storm.
Well, if it's in a letters page in Quasar, I mean, we'll get to it eventually.
We will get to
2020,
it.
But yeah, we'll get to it.
Yeah, I'll try to find the Marvel Age issue, and if I can find it,
I'm just seeing the kind of the titles here on this page, so I don't know what's in them really.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you want, the next couple of weeks or months, if you can find it. I mean, we're going to be on Galactic Storm for a while.
True.
For a while.
Yeah, that's what I said. It might be springtime. But yes, we do have feedback from Ray. Audio. I love when he sends audio. Get that Skrull accent, which he does call out in this. Yes. All right. It's a longer one too. I say bravo. There we go. Yeah, we do so much together now. He has his own Dropbox, so. Yeah, this is almost 4 minutes long. It's like 3 minutes and 58 seconds, so. I think he said, he's like, I sent it like right after I read the issue. He's like, I had so much, it was just churning in my head. All right, everyone, here is Ray from Into the Night, a Moon Knight podcast.
Hello, Phil, Will, and Matt. How you going? This is Ray. Not to be confused with a Skrull. Anyway, I just thought I'd drop my thoughts in. This is very exciting. It's the first part of Operation Galactic Storm. It's been a long time coming, guys. So, we are kicking off a very long, a very enjoyable event. So the first issue in Captain America for the first part of Operation Galactic Storm, I guess overall impressions, it was a pretty solid start. Again, very nice, nicely written by Mark Gruenwald. It was good to see. It's been such a long time since I've read it, and anyway, it was a great opening with the dream sequence with Cap turning into the Supreme Intelligence and it being a nightmare of Rick Jones. Nice tie there with him and the Pantheon. We all know that the Hulk series is well entrenched with the Pantheon, with the likes of Achilles and Ajax and all those kind of guys from Peter David's run. Anyway, it was good to see Rick Jones. A pretty solid start with him, just his dream kicking off the whole thing. Basically, the Supreme Intelligence up to something. Look, this first issue, it was good to see Cap get involved. Him fighting Warstar, I believe, that the two kind of androids were called. They were a bit of fun. I do remember them from the 90s. So it was good to see Cap. And it's funny because it's been ages since I've read it, but it's always nice to see Cap so proficient with his fighting and so sure of himself. It's very much, how he's depicted in the MCU. He's not like unbeatable, but he's just very, very well prepared. And I just loved how he was going for the joints, looking for any weakness in Warstar, which was pretty cool. A very, very cool issue. The art was quite solid. I thought they had no problems there. There are odd bits of colouring. I'm reading off the Epic Collection, and there are some panels when Rick has black hair, so I don't know, it must be just with the reprints or something.
No.
But the art itself is good. The writing's just always good as well. But really nothing too much to report for this, other than the cool action scene with Captain America. He obviously has some issues with Rick Jones. He wants to kind of patch up. I guess we'll get more into that further down the track, perhaps. Also, as well, nothing really has been revealed other than it was all revealed at the last panel with the Supreme Intelligence creating some sort of strike force and having like a surrogate, was it Suprema? Like some able-bodied Supreme Intelligence kind of being. So they're building an army for something or some forces that we know of, but really we've only been given little tidbits for this. But yeah, really good issue. Anyway, I'll stop babbling. I'm sure you guys have got plenty to say. I look forward to hearing it. And yeah, can't believe it. Galactic Storm, we're here. Very excited for all the other parts to come. Anyway, take care, guys. All the best, and yeah, catch you later.
Oh, we love your babble, you little Skrull, you.
Well, and it's funny because Captain Marvel plays a pretty pivotal part in Galactic Storm, and that's where we get Skrulls as Australians, right?
Oh yeah. Captain Marvel, even though he's dead, plays a part. We even get Carol Danvers later on, but not
binary.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I was just looking. I love this cover. It's great art. There's no background. It's just like Captain America trying to drop kick a giant robot. It's gonna be good.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and I found that link while we were listening to Ray. It's I think I sent it to you guys.
I see it.
But that was from the May of '93 Mark's remarks. It looks like where he talks about crossovers in general and mentions Galactic Storm.
Let me bring this up on the big screen. So what? It's all about the Galactic Storm.
Not all about Galactic Storm. It's talking about crossovers in general, and he mentions that. Let's see. Industry jargon time. It's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's the paragraph that starts with.
I'm pulling it up now.
Starts with Operation Galactic Storm. So it's about 2, 3, 4. It's the fifth one from the bottom.
Oh yeah,
that's the easiest way to get there.
1, 2, 3, 4. Wait. That's I've initiated major storylines and closed crossovers. I've participated in open crossovers whose premises I had nothing to do with. I've read and supervised crossovers for which I had no input or participation. Let me bend your attention span a bit with some of my specific experiences. Here we go. Operation Galactic Storm was based on a plot germ growing out of my Quasar continuity. Quas is supposed to be the protector of the universe. What would happen, thought I, if some aliens wanted to enlist his aid in a war with some other aliens? How would he decide which side to assist? Would he try to prevent the whole thing from happening, or would he turn his back on the whole murky affair? Well, when Bob Harris, Fabian Nicieza, and I were casting around for premises big enough to involve all the Avengers titles, I offered my Quasar idea. Obviously, if the war infringed upon Earth in some way, it could be opened up beyond the Quasar title. Bob, Fabe, and I then thrashed out a raw outline of key events in each of the 19 chapters that comprised the crossover. This took a lot of lunches. See, they just wanted business lunches.
Mm-hmm.
Then we held an Avengers Summit meeting with all the writers and editors in order to debug and flesh out the outline. The writers were required to cover the events that were slotted for their issues of the storyline. Like it or not, in most cases, there was plenty of room for the individual writers to make their portions uniquely their own, but it was still a far greater imposition upon their titles than usual. The net result, in my opinion, was pretty successful.
I love this next paragraph. You would street it. That Infinity Gauntlet. Yeah.
Infinity War. Yeah, because we're going to get there too after we eventually get through Galactic Storm. Last year, I also participated. So keep in mind for when we get to Infinity War. Last year, I also participated in the open crossover Infinity War. I had nothing to do with the basic premise. The extent of my influence on the core storyline was, since this story is so darn cosmic and Quasar has a unique role in the cosmos, make sure he's got something special to do, please. And so he did. Writer Jim Starlin had the mad Titanian Thanos choose Quasar of all the assembled multitude to weld the ultimate nullifier. Spoilers. Unique enough for me, and when I wrote my tie-ins, I was obliged to deal with the events in the limited series. In one issue, Quasar's rule was to find eternity. I relished this since I had long been interested in exploring the means by which omnipotent abstract entities acquired humanoid forms. Oh, I can't wait till we get there. Quasar 37.
That's an awesome issue.
I used my assignment to do a real offbeat story. I was so happy. For my second crossover issue, I was a little more hamstrung. My issue came between two issues of war, and at the beginning of the second issue, Quas was in exactly the same predicament he was in the end of the first. I had an issue of Quasar where he couldn't do anything. I managed to get around this as best I could by having Q go on a fact-finding quest that no one knew he went on. Oh yeah, when he finally figures out he can bubble up when he quantum jump.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
Woo! Then for my third crossover issue, Quas got nullified in war and never came back in the course of the story. Obviously, I had to tell what happened to him after he got nullified and bring him back to life. This challenge was compounded by the fact that in his own series, Quasar had already spent a few recent issues being dead, so it was incumbent upon me to make this new experience as different from the previous one as possible. Truth to tell, I would never have chosen to do another after death storyline in the course of the book if I hadn't been obliged to. I now find that having a character come back from the dead twice makes the threat of corporeal harm pretty empty. So that's my side of the story on the subject of crossovers. They sometimes seem like a necessary evil and sometimes like an unnecessary good. I would be interested to hear from you what you think our best and worst coordinated mass crossovers have been. I have my own theories. But as long as the idea of crossing over from one title to another remains a way to boost interest among you readers, we're going to keep doing it. And they're doing it to this day. And hey, maybe one time we'll get it absolutely right. Mark Gruenwald.
Well, Galactic Storm, just from a coordination standpoint and how it all flows together, is really, really well done.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's really, really well done.
It's one of the most well-coordinated ones in history, probably.
Yeah.
But I think in honor of Mr. Gruenwald, people send in your thoughts what you think the best and worst crossovers are in history.
And I'm going to go ahead and put one out there right now.
Okay.
Star Blast.
Let me guess which category you're going to put that under.
Least well coordinated. How about that?
I don't think I don't think there was that many planning lunches for that one.
Yeah.
Mr. Coney.
I like that.
Mr. Coney, have any thoughts on best or worst?
That's a question I don't have a good answer for off the top of my head. Get back to me.
Okay.
I'll come up with something.
We'll be, like I said, we'll be on Galactic Storm for a while, so you have
for a while.
you have 21 more weeks to figure it out.
Yeah,
that's all.
Sure.
So hurry up.
Just 5 months, man.
Only, yeah.
All right.
No pressure.
I'll come up with something.
Let us know in the spring.
Yeah.
Oh no! If Kona doesn't have an answer by February, it's going to be 6 more months of winter. 6 more weeks of winter. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
and Ray in Australia is probably like, "What does that joke mean?"
Yeah.
See, Ray, when the groundhog Punxsutawney Phil, what is it? If he sees his shadow, they pull him out of the ground every year, and if he sees his shadow,
that's good. If he sees his shadow, it's good. He doesn't.
It's an early, winter will end early, yeah. But if he doesn't, it's 6 more weeks of winter, yeah.
Yeah, in the northern hemisphere, which is great for you if it's more winter because it's more summer for you down there.
Oh no! Last year, I heard him and one of his co-hosts complaining. They're like, "Oh my lord, it's like 110 degrees here." But no, that's interesting. Like even the whole Infinity War stuff, because it shines a new light on that whole Marvel Boy arc we get and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because he really had to get creative because his hands were kind of tied. Who can I throw in with Marvel Boy? I know, the Punisher.
Let's do that. Yes. Right now.
Cosmos.
Make it so.
Cosmos had Ghost Rider. Let's put Punisher in here. Boy, I wonder who we're going to have read the Punisher when we get there.
I don't know.
Do we have anyone on this podcast nicknamed the Punisher?
Ray, maybe we'll get Ray.
Oh, Australian Punisher, yes.
We'll just pre-record all the lines and you play them from a soundboard.
Oh my! I was gonna say, oh my lord, if we just took one day and recorded like 3 or 4 episodes, like in one day, when we can get Ray and have him do like Marvel Boy or something.
Nice.
Why not?
I'm protector of the universe now, mate.
Yeah.
Oh, good lord. So yes, that's part 1 of Operation Galactic Storm.
Ooh, it's in the books.
And I'm definitely going to go on social media and post our Avengers West Coast draft to see who should play who.
Yeah.
Although I don't know. I mean, didn't Will already do Wonder Man's? What was it, Quasar 28?
Maybe, I don't know. And you did Hyperion, but hey, I don't think he's in this arc at all. So. Yeah, we did Wonder Man. I'm looking forward to the Wonder Man issue, honestly.
I love the Wonder Man
Yes.
stuff.
What is that?
Yeah.
I think it's part 4, isn't it?
I think so. That is a fun
Yeah.
issue.
You know what? Here, I got some of the issues.
And can we talk to Lilith Hellfire about playing Black Widow in every
In the later part, sure.
Wait, it was in the earlier parts because she disappears in the later part. Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh,
But yeah. Next part 2 was like we said, Avengers West Coast number 80. Part 3 is Quasar 32 or number 1, depending on if you got the
Newsstand edition.
Yeah. Yes, and Wonder Man 7 is part 4.
Cool.
Yeah.
Wonder Man versus Captain Atlas. Remember him from Quasar number, what is that, 10?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was 10. Was 9 or 10?
Yeah. And then part 5 is Avengers 345 when they all get together.
Yeah.
Who's going where?
Yeah. I have kind of an entry for a best crossover, but the thing is, it just I remember really liking it at the time. I haven't reread it since I was a young pipsqueak, but I was really into X-Force when it came out. So the Executioner's song kind of crossed into all the X books, and I thought it was kind of exciting to see them getting involved with each other's business. But but I don't remember that much about it.
There was like what?
Do you?
2 X-Men books, X-Force, X-Factor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think Excalibur got involved.
think.
But, yeah.
Do you guys remember? This wasn't even. Yeah, I guess it was on the book, The Mutant Massacre.
Oh yeah.
That was early ginormous crossover, and that was a good one. I remember that was like mid '80s, late '80s, right?
Basically like an X-Men event, but there was tie-overs all over the place, like in Thor. I remember wasn't there at least a Thor issue?
Yeah, maybe a Power.
Yes, because I think they showed up at some point. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Well, you know, it's a big one that went through like everything, or at least every book that was taking place in New York at the time. It was kind of when I started reading full-time Inferno.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
When like Demon took over Manhattan again, like it was like an X-Men story, but it like went through everything. Pretty much everything except West Coast Avengers. Anybody who's in New York, like through their book, Spider-Man, Daredevil, were fighting demons and stuff.
I think Excalibur was in New York for a while too, weren't they? They may have crossed.
Oh, they might have.
They definitely had an Inferno one because I have that issue somewhere.
Well, they were next book, so of course it was going to go.
Yeah.
That's when the Hobgoblin got bonded to an actual demon.
Yeah.
Demogoblin, right?
Demogoblin.
Yeah.
I love the color scheme. Yeah.
So yeah. So anything else?
Oh, you've got. Let's see. We had the message we talked about. You had Ray's message. Was there anything else? I don't think there was.
I don't think. Yeah, I believe that's it. So yeah, again, people, do your homework. Send us your best and worst crossovers. I'll put it on social media, but who should play which West Coast Avengers character next episode? Yeah, send us all your thoughts. Capes and Lunatics at gmail.com. Follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/QuantumZonePod. And remember, join Eon's Closet at facebook.com/groups/QuantumZone. At Quantum Zone Pod on Twitter. Follow CL Sidekicks on Instagram. Check out Work in Progress before it escapes into the atmosphere, capesandlunatics.org. Subscribe to the Capes and Lunatics YouTube channel, our weekly newsletter, capesandlunatics.home.blog. Call our voicemail, 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And you can watch all of our episodes live on the Capes and Lunatics Facebook, Twitter, and at getvocal.com/channel/capes. All right. Let's mix it up. Always with me, Matt Kona. Where can people get a hold of you?
You can find me next to Phil, wherever he goes. You can find me at Matt Kona, MATTKONA. And my wife, Gavish, and I are doing our epic Halloween recap podcast today coming up soon. So October 1st, check out Yale and Matt recap stuff. and where podcasts are found. And come. We're doing a live show, not the podcast, just a comedy show. September 21st in Peabody, Mass. The Black Box Theater. 3 shows, 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Come out to one of those. And just say hi to me online. That's all I ask.
You always know it's Halloween because Conan's gonna be like, "Oh, I'm so tired. We've been doing this. We've been doing that every night."
I'm not coming out for Halloween.
Didn't you say never again? And here you go again, man.
Well, I didn't. I didn't bring it up.
I think the boss made that decision. Well,
yeah, we have recorded 2 episodes yet. I'm already exhausted.
All right, and Will Allred, Master of the Quantum Zone. Where can people find you, and what do your works?
You can find me at Wallred. That's at WALLRED. Gmail, Twitter, Facebook, and you can find my self-published work, Diary of Night, at diaryofnight.com. Woo! It's an actual book. I made something. It's real. It came out of my brain. And you can find all kinds of great information about Quasar at the Quantum Zone, quantumzone.org. And now you know.
Great source of knowledge, the quantumzone.org. All right, so the war has started. Join us back here next week. Part 2, remember, Avengers West Coast number 80. Ray, feel free to send me audio feedback every episode. And the rest of you, too. Come on, Soshin. You said this is your favorite story. Come on. Oh, maybe he's been feeling he hasn't been feeling the love lately. Soshin, at the next left, turn right.
Wait. What?
Pull into the parking lot and email the Quantum Zone. But yeah, I'm going to put that draft pick up on our social media. I might even do that tonight. Who do you see as which West Coast Avengers character? I think Kona has the legs for Mockingbird.
Yeah.
All right, Quantum Zoners. Join us next week for All Out War. And remember, keep it quantum.